Oh, g'day guys. Just thought I'd jump in and do a quick preview for Launceston Gallops today. I was a bit not sure whether to call it Oaks Day or Magic Millions Race Day. I'm not entirely sure what they run with nowadays, but it's one or the other, but you get my drift anyway. Let's just call it the Launnie races. As normal, I won't be tipping any favourites, just going to throw a couple out that I've backed at odds. Might just touch on the feature races as to what we like there, but not won't be too many surprises from what I'm opting for in those races. But the first bet that I've had is in race one, and it's in the form of Miller's Ready. I can actually see Matt Reed's aboard as well. So she's, first of all, if we just actually look at the speed map thing here, yeah. So you can see come into gate 2 with the scratchings, and most of the speed in the race is like Ros Hay, it's definitely going to be top 2 or 3. Kiara Karen, it's led. So, and Ex Victoria Move On Over, it's showing good speed in its races. So you can see, whilst the major concern with Miller's Ready is it does get back a bit in its races, but with all the speed drawn barriers 1, 3 and 4, drawn in gate 2, even if it's probably going to be 3 back the inside at very worst. So it should sell in the first half a dozen. So if you're thinking of backing each way, whereas opposed if it drew 11, it has to go all the way back to last. So it's probably going to settle 3 lengths closer than it would be from a worse barrier, just the way that speed map works for it. So, and if we did actually beat the favourite home last night, so it's a pretty apt race to watch a replay. So favourite runs third, Ros Hay, and Miller's Ready. Where's the purple colours with the yellow?
About to come along.
Cross. Hits the line very well. This is 1100 metres as well. So they jump out here. You can see it's actually jumped out okay and just getting back. See, it's just dropping back into. So you see what I mean? It jumped okay on this occasion, so I expect it to sort of sell in the first. It could even be leaders back today. But if we have a look here, you've got Ros Hay outside the leader in the red cap. And here's Miller's Ready just in the purple with the blinkers poking through the middle here. Here's Ros Hay, no pot on it. It sticks to its guns quite well. But here's Miller's Ready, finding the line, put up double figures. It's into, I think, 750 now. So she's run on into second there. Obviously, this is $2.50 favourite today. She's still $7.50 each way, drawn to trail it. I think this horse here each way is a much better betting proposition than this one at 6-4. Even if you have more place than win. And as I said, that speed map does bode well for its chances as well. So previous form, if you have a look, it doesn't look too crash out on paper, like 10th to 14, beaten a long way in Launceston. We might just have a quick look at that.
Remount the favourite. In it goes.
Draws badly on this occasion. So there it is. It's missed the start here, out wide. And it's never closer than 5 deep, no cover, the actual trip. Actually, there's a horse here. Just watch this grey horse. Enchanted Spy. It's in the race today as well. But I'll just point out, so you can just see it's just working the entire race. No cover, this one. So the grey's sort of just got a bit tightening and got shuffled back to last there, but you just see sort of, so is it 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 horses wide there, no cover. You can see the grey sort of still sort of throwing the head about and doing a few things wrong. Put up $51 it, but and the thing to take out of this race, whilst it does get beaten a fair way in the end, like it's been 5 deep, no cover, working the entire way. You've got Muscle Up here, in the red and yellow. It came out and won the Carbon Club on Hobart Derby Day. And you've also got Princess Matioka, who absolutely bolted in a red-hot maiden there as well on Hobart Cup Day. They run first and second. So you can see it's got every right to drop dead, but just watch. Obviously, you'll see the grey just hitting the line. He said, so these two horses run first and second here. They've dominated races subsequently. Third horse came out and missed the start by about 5 lengths at its next start. Elmer J back on the inside ran okay in Hobart. But here's the grey out wide, and there it is. So they finished like together. So I don't think, even if you're looking for the real roughie of the day, I don't think that the old grey horse there is the worst that you'll get. But in the first, Miller's Ready each way. Like, legit excuse to start before. Draws to trail the favourite and get every conceivable good each way bet in race 1 in the form of number 5, Miller's Ready. The other horse that I've backed is in the last. It's actually been pretty well supported, which I must admit I didn't see coming, so I'd be surprised if it doesn't get back out a bit. I backed the Master Speed. It's on the outside gate, but this race looks totally devoid of speed. There's not too many noted on-speed horses here, so not too concerned that he has drawn wide. Gets a claiming jockey on today, so he gets in very well at the weights compared to what has been carrying. Has been like $11 in. We just actually have a look at, he's a bit of an old, how old is he now? 10-year-old gelding. He's not endowed with great change-up speed, but he just whacks away on speed. So you see it's a bit of early tempo here, and he's in the middle in the black with like diagonal stripes, running third in the middle here. So you see he just whacks away. I was just sort of betting, I was just thinking you'll be on speed and you'll just keep, as I mentioned, it's more the map of the race he's in today that I like. You can see, like, he finished that running, I think it's 7th here, but he's only been beaten like 2.5, 3 lengths. Now, if he's allowed to dictate in front, he'll take a lot of getting past late. As I said, when I did backing, he was at double figures, so he's into 480, so probably hold 5. I wouldn't imagine he's going to shorten any more than that. And I actually reckon Zawinner, I backed Zawinner the other day. Classic case of, it's easy as punters, you just want to complain when a horse is unlucky that the jockey, but inverted commas, air quotes, slaughtered it. But sometimes horses get ridden well and are just plain unlucky. She's the grey horse here. So it's going to get the same race, same run today. Sort of good draw again today. It's going to box seat. Probably if you back both of these, I can't see you going too wrong. So you can see it's just fair swinging here, Siggy Car. Just no gap. Hooks around their heels, but the race is all over by the time it gets around them. No doubt should have won, but going to box seat again today. Deserving favourites. I think in the last, if you back both of those, the Master Speed and Zawinner, they'll, I'd imagine, obviously, if they push the button on the Master Speed from gate 10, I don't mind gate 10 because he's not a brilliant first 50 metres out of the stalls type of horse, but he does muster, so having that bit of room to move, not bad from his perspective, and did win the start prior. So we'll just actually go have a look at that. It's probably better than showing his last start 7th. I'm just keeping talking here, buying time whilst the waiting for the results to load, and here we go. So it's on New Year's Day at Big Longford.
Light flashing or 8.
So you can see He's in the black colours, like he doesn't ping straight to the front, but he just keeps working forwards. You can see he's gone for home a fair way out here, and he just keeps whacking away. You know, it's a thing about he might be 10 years old, but the other thing about being 10, there's lots of preparation and miles in the legs. So whilst he hasn't got great change-up speed, he does keep going a bit like the old Cliffy Young marathon runner. They just don't stop. So I just thought of double figures. He was a great each way bet. I probably cooled a bit. If they put up this price, I probably wouldn't have backed him. So hopefully he gets back out to 650 or so at the death. Yeah, so they're the two that I'll be backing, first race and last. So Miller's ready in race one, number 5. Bolter, I was pointing out, Enchanted Spy into $34 now, but probably the best bolter on the card in the last. So the Magic Millions races, race 7. Do like Turk Warrior to beat Emily. They clashed a couple of starts ago. Just like the way he stuck on their last start, Turk Warrior, in the big rate behind Rebel Factor, Lalo Pluck. I think that the Mowbray Stakes, I think it's called, or might be called the Ladbroke Stakes now. Or so he's. I get him mixed up here because there's a few stalemates. I think he's the one on the fence with the black cap here. So here's Rebel Factor, the grey horse, the winner. Yeah, he's him out wide, and Lalo Pluck poking through the middle. Yeah, so he's stuck on very well there. He's run third in a feature race. Actually, it's probably the most. Turk Warrior and Emily. There's only not much between them at all this day.
6, Lucado.
So obviously on, I think it's called the Carpet Charge or something. I'm not too sure. So you can see he's pinged out to the front here. Oops. And Emily is just poking through the middle here. So here's Turk Warrior, here's Emily. Just think Smallfield just plays into the favour of Turk Warrior today. He'll be the one on speed. The Oaks, I must admit, I've got no. Obviously, I was sole choice the other day. Wouldn't hear of it being beaten. Just watched the replays of Batter Batter Baby, and hard not to be impressed with how strong she's been late. But first go past a mile, it's just always been of the opinion that if you're going to be taking $1.60 and may even start shorter, if truth be told, I just don't want any question marks. Like this horse might just lap up the 2100 and be unbeatable. So they're about $1.60 pops, for example, if you want to launch into those prices. I think like the Inevitable's $1.50 on Wednesday, and he's virtually taking on the exact field that he raced on Hobart Cup Day when he started $1.50, but Rebel Factor's not in the race, who was the only other horse under double figures. So you'd much rather take $1.50, the Inevitable on Wednesday, than $1.60 sole choice today, with purely because, not saying she can't win, just you got question marks on the second favourite and hard to line them up. The 2-year-old Classic, I was going to back this and I didn't, and the price has gone. Cairns, I just thought he was pretty good the other day. Liberty Ray's been good at the trials, won well on debut. They've drawn gates 1 and 2, so you imagine that's where the speed comes from. You've got the Ben and JD Hayes train Beluga Express John Wide. Obviously, Victorian form, hard to measure apples with apples. And Sassy Boom, obviously. So you've got the two Victorians and the two locals. Thought Cairns stuck on very well last in the Gold Sovereign. Sitting shot there late. So it'll be the one, but $3.20, no thanks. So as you can see, won't probably be betting in all three of those feature races on the day. And then you got sort of like smallish fields have killed a couple of them. There's one of my old favourite horses here in the game, resuming, first up for about a year off. He's allergic to winning. What is she? She is... Where's her career? He said like 40 starts for 2 wins and 15 placings or something. Where's their career records on this Tas Racing? You'd think they'd have, I don't know, I've never, oh, here we go. 41 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 9 thirds. Just if it gets out to silly odds, because there's a fair bit of speed in this race, with Outbound in 1, Under His Eye in 7, and a few others sort of that are right hook, etc. I just think Map's okay if she's at the top of a game. Like, I can't tip her without a trial because she's first up for since May. So what's that, sort of 9 months? Yeah, but there's one in race 3 if he gets out to double figures. But the two that we're backing are in the first and the last. So it's race 1, number 5, Miller's Ready. Really like her each way. Obviously 15 start maiden, you can't be overly bullish, but like, obviously beat the favourite home last time. It's a tick. Maps to get a good run again, so gets another tick. You're getting each way price. Yeah, so quite keen to back Miller's Ready in the first. The bolters, as we said, you've got Enchanted Spy as well. The grey horse that we pointed out in the video. And in the last, probably back both of them a win. I doubt the winner gets any longer than the 350. Highly surprised if its price gets to 4, for example. But I imagine the Master Speed gets back out. He's been like double figures in, so I reckon there'll be a correction back outwards as the race nears. So wait till the death if you want to back him in the last. So maybe take the current price as a winner and wait. Or if they let you bet best tote or something, back the Master Speed best tote. So that will do me for Launnie. So how long have I prattled on for there? Jesus, 18 minutes. So I'll wrap it up there. Geez, I can crap on. But anyway, guys, I'll pop another one up on Wednesday. So until then, I'll leave you with it. But thanks again.